A commercial fleet vehicle is in a serious accident in Philadelphia. Bilateral lumbar herniation, ORIF surgery. A third-party carrier clearly at fault, with nearly $300,000 of indemnity exposure on the table. The claim lands in P&C Claim Center, and the clock starts. In most shops, this is the moment money quietly leaks away. Here's how the Wibenato P&C Defender turns that same moment into a recovery. Recovering money from an at-fault carrier, subrogation, usually depends on a human adjuster catching the opportunity, building the case, and beating a statute of limitations clock. Miss it, and the recovery is gone. Push too hard, and you can trip a bad faith violation. Wibenato closes that gap with two engines working in tandem: XG Boost for foresight and Monte Carlo Tree Search for strategy. The instant first notice of loss and the first medical estimates hit P&C Claim Center, the stateless Oasis framework does something subtle but powerful. It pauses the downstream database write and runs the Defender engine first. Defender feeds the structured claim data through gradient-boosted decision trees. And instead of a vague subrogation flag, it returns calibrated statistical conviction, a recovery probability of 87.2%, and an expected recovery of $210,000. That's not a guess. It's mathematical foresight delivered in the first seconds of the claim's life. A score doesn't tell P&C Claim Center what to do. That's the Ward engine's job. Ward takes those XG Boost outputs, converts them into strategic weights, and maps the entire claim like an interactive game tree. Normally, a search like this explores millions of random moves. But because XG Boost handed it high confidence, Ward spends its budget only on high-value, aggressive recovery paths and ignores the busy work. Then comes the part executives love. One branch tries the obvious aggressive play: fire a policy limit demand on day 15. It runs straight into Wibenato's 51 jurisdiction statutory schema. In Pennsylvania, the made-whole doctrine requires that the insured be fully compensated for their out-of-pocket losses before the carrier collects a single subrogation dollar. The simulator sees the deductible hasn't been satisfied, so it assigns that entire branch a value of negative infinity. The play is mathematically deleted. The AI cannot choose it. The bad faith violation is blocked before it can ever happen. Ward then runs 10,000 rollouts across the legal paths that survive. The winner waits for medical pay exhaustion, fronts the insured's deductible to satisfy made whole, then files for mandatory arbitration on day 45. It wins on every axis: highest net recovery, lowest cycle time, 72 days instead of 210, and total legal safety. And here's the difference between a dashboard and a machine. Wibenato doesn't just show you the strategy on some side screen. Through the clean API layers of the P&C Claim Center, the Defender executes the play natively. No adjuster scramble, no missed clock, no compliance gamble. The entire loop runs inside the software your teams already live in. So when you put this in front of a room, the story is clean. XG Boost gave the foresight. It spotted a $210,000 opportunity instantly. MCTS gave the strategy. It simulated the fastest, highest value path to that money. And the rule schema gave the corporate shield. It blocked a bad faith violation before it could ever occur. This isn't a tech experiment, it's an automated, legally compliant cash recovery machine, built right inside P&C Claim Center's flagship software. That's Wibenato P&C Defender. To learn more, contact Wibenato.